Assalamu alaikum and a very good day, everyone. Welcome to the Cefr Readiness Speaking tutorial. Thank you so much for taking the time to take the short course with us today, and hope this would help you in getting ready for the upcoming Cefr speaking test. All right, everyone, let us begin. In this video, we're going to go through a few things. We're going to go through the assessment format, the evaluation criteria, the seating arrangement, and the task that we're going to face, Task A and Task B. Alright, the assessment format. The weighting is 15%, the total score is 45 marks, the duration 30 minutes, topic, it could be on any issues, mostly they're on contemporary issues, and there are two tasks. We have Task A and we have Task B. Okay, next we will go through the evaluation criteria. Okay, you'll be evaluated on three things. Okay, number one is your task fulfillment. Now, task fulfillment, we will look at your answers. Okay, we'll look at your answers and we will check whether you have a good understanding or not on the topic. Okay, and whether your ideas are relevant and they are well developed and they are adequate. Okay, adequate means that you fill in the time allocated for you. We will give you 2 minutes to present, so if possible, try to speak for 2 minutes. And lastly, we will look at the mature treatment of the topic. So this means to answer it not too simple. So talk about a topic on different perspectives and angles. Okay, that will be for task fulfillment. Then we will have the language. You'll be evaluated on your language, and we will look at the appropriate and your varied vocabulary use. Okay, so it's not enough to just use simple vocabulary. If you aim to get a higher band, you need to use the correct word. Okay, and the word has to be appropriate to the context, and it has to be varied. So it is advisable not to use the same words again and again. So try to vary your vocabulary usage, and you can try to aim for a higher band. Okay, and then we'll check your pronunciation. Of course, you need to have your speech. You need to use the correct pronunciation. And then you need to master the basic and complex structures. And of course, when you speak, you need to link your ideas effectively. So that is for language. For communicative ability, we will look at your fluency and confidence. We want to see how comfortable you are using the language. And your confidence, they'll be reflected through your eye contact, gestures, and facial expression. It's okay to be and look nervous as long as it doesn't affect your presentation. And since Task B is focusing on group discussion, it is important to have all these qualities come into play. Displaying signs of interest to take part in the discussion is very crucial. Therefore, smile, relax, and join in the conversation. It will help you in your performance. This seating arrangement. You'll be sitting in groups of 3 or 4, and you will have 2 examiners examining you. Alright, now let's look at the tasks that we're going to face. We have Task A and we have Task B. Task A is your individual presentation. Now the preparation time for Task A is 2 minutes, and for presentation is also for 2 minutes. Now during this time, yes, you'll be in groups, but you'll be given the time to present individually. Whereas for Task B, it is a group interaction. You'll be given the same situation for Task A and Task B, but each members will be given different subpoints. For Task B, you'll have a group interaction talking and discussing about the same situation and arguing which is the best point. Now the preparation time for this will give you 2 minutes, and the discussion time is 10 minutes. It is advisable that in these 2 tasks that you perform your best. Whatever you performed in Task A might help you in Task B and vice versa. Your marks will be a combination of your performance in Task A and Task B. So please speak freely and don't keep quiet. Now let's take a look at task A in detail and at the same time, a sample question. Hopefully, it will give you a clearer picture. For the sample question, now the question we're going to look at today is, so this is the situation. Tourism is a growing industry in Malaysia. What are some ways to promote domestic tourism among Malaysians? For example, Candidate A, in your opinion, having extensive promotions through the media will promote domestic tourism among Malaysians. Candidate B, in your opinion, you believe that having special discounts for school holidays will promote domestic tourism among Malaysians. Candidate C, in your opinion, you believe that having cheaper travel packages will promote domestic tourism among Malaysians. And while Candidate D, you think that having yearly tourism fairs will promote domestic tourism among Malaysians. After looking at the question, I'm sure you are excited to respond, and I'm sure some of you are already blurting out a few points of yourself. Now, before we go to that, I'll just explain a little bit on the tips on what to talk about during task A and how is the structure, the basic structure of your answers. Now, what to include in your response? Okay, there are 4 things, just the structure. I'm just going to give you the structure. Number 1, a short greeting. You may greet the examiners and your fellow candidates before you start. A short greeting would do. No need to introduce yourself. You can, but it's not necessary. Restatement of the task given. 2 or 3 points to justify your opinion. And of course, your conclusion. The common question for this task is, how do we develop our points? Well, there are a number of ways we could do it, and there's no certain correct approach on how to attempt the question. As long as it adheres to the requirement, then inshallah, your answers will be accepted. Let's refer to Candidate A's point again. If you have to justify having extensive promotions through media as a way to promote domestic tourism in Malaysia, then we probably need to talk about why. Why do you think having extensive promotions could help in promoting domestic tourism in Malaysia? And number 2, you can explain on how. How does it help, or how do we do it? And you can also include examples. Now, these examples could be suggestions on how you're going to promote domestic tourism through media. It could be your own experiences. You can relate it to your own experiences in your real life. So you can add that on, and this could help you to clarify and justify your points. This is a basic structure of a response, but feel free to do it your own way. Now, this is just a basic one. You may follow this one, or you can have your own way to start your presentation. We move on to Task B. Now for Task B, it is a group interaction. You will have 2 minutes to prepare and 10 minutes for discussion. Now for Task B, we're using the same question. Tourism is a growing industry in Malaysia, and what are some ways to promote domestic tourism among Malaysians? But the difference is, this time, you can talk on any of the points given. You can stick to your view, or you may change it, and you are allowed to talk about all of the points given. For instance, so we have the situation here. Tourism is a growing industry in Malaysia, and we're still talking about the ways to promote domestic tourism. Now this time, you're going to discuss which is the best way to promote domestic tourism. For Task B, you may give new ideas, the whys and the hows, and more new examples. You can talk about the same point as you did in Task A, but with new elaboration or examples. You can give opinion on others' points and give relevant examples. You may argue why it is good or why it is bad. You may talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of a certain idea. You can quote real-life examples, experience, news, or historical references related to the points. You may interrupt each other whenever necessary. And here, anyone can start the discussion and anyone can conclude it. This is a basic structure of a task view response. But try to remember that it is a group discussion, therefore try not to dominate the conversation and try not to speak too little as well. Just have fun with it, interact with each other, and get everyone to involve. Alright, that's all the time we have for our CEFR speaking tutorial. And yes, if you happen to notice that it is quite similar to Muet, it actually is. And so feel free to pick up any Muet books near you to be extra prepared. And I think that's all from us. Thank you again for your time. We appreciate it so much that all of you are taking some time off for this, and we apologize if there were any shortcomings on our part. Both of us truly hope this has been helpful for you. All the best, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great exam. Thank you.